Welcome back, YouTube. So, in this video I'm going to be making the full-scale prototype of the Angel of Death wings. So I'm going to take what I learned from sketching everything out and the proportions, 1 1/8 to 74 inches, and the lessons I learned from making this 1/12 scale model. And if this jump cut works, I'm going to make it into this. Whoa! Looks like the jump cut worked. So, at the end of the video, I'm going to take it outside, and we're going to see how big it really is, and if it actually works on this little support structure that I made. Oops, hit the ceiling. Took me about 5 hours, and let's go test it. Okay, YouTube, so what I'm going to do is talk through what I'm doing here in the video, because when I compressed this video to make it run faster, it lost the audio. So what you see me doing right here is taking all the different measurements I took from the proportional sketch after I worked out that, and transferring it to the wood, and then slicing it down to the actual dimensions. Now, what you have to take into account if you're going to do one for yourself is that you need to add 3/4 of an inch at the end of every end where there's going to be a screw going through. Ideally, I would have used a bolt, but I didn't have any bolts, and what happens is I have these screws. They are the GRK cabinet screws. They have their own washer already attached. There's a very small countersink, and for the mainstay of the bolts, I'm using the 2 1/2 inch, and you can see right there that I countersink both sides of each connecting member, so that when I screw everything in, the shank, where there's no teeth, will actually act as a bearing. Conveniently, I was able to use the same fence setup on my drill press here as I was for the chairs, the porch chairs, because I'm using the same material. And that gives me a hole right in the center of the piece, and it's 3/4 of an inch from the end. Now, what you see me here doing is using the 1/8 inch drill bit second to the Forstner bit. The reason for that is the Forstner bit actually leaves a center mark. And when you're just countersinking with the Forstner bit, you can use that center mark to find the precise center for your 1/8 inch drill bit. It works very easily, and sometimes the drill press isn't as accurate as it should be. So that's a very good practice to use. And this is kind of a tedious process here, just going through every single piece, marking it out, and then drilling it. But it really helps to have, you know, all your pieces labeled. You can see I have things labeled A. And the reason here that I'm using the hand tool is it's easier for me to find where the screws have to go through, rather than using the screw gun that I have. All right, and here's what I'm doing with these are a couple old climbing harnesses from a place I used to work, and they were obsolete, so they let me have them for free. Now I'm lacking everything else in with, they're still the same brand cabinet screw, but they're only 1 1/4 inches deep, which allows me to lag right into a back rail. Come on. I wasn't able to turn. I'll tell you in a second. Come on. Alright, so for this time I needed help opening up the mechanism because, well, I'll turn around and you can see for yourself. Oh yeah, open it up. The mechanism is too long. The lever arms are too long to open it up. So that does create a problem, which I will correct for when I do the final version. Even being made out of solid wood, this thing is incredibly light. It's pretty well balanced. So there you go, guys. What do you think? If you like this video, stay tuned for more. Please like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.